Hello, is this working? Oh, trying something new here, you guys. Got my computer to look at comments a little bit easier. Let me get logged in here too. Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me okay? Check, check. Hello, everybody. I'm going to move this over just a little bit so I can see a little better. These lives, you guys, they get me. Makes me feel like I'm brand new to technology. Okay, there's going to be a microphone there. Hey guys, how's it going? Hello, hello. Let's see. Can you guys hear me okay? Is this too loud? Sounds okay from my side, but is that a little better? Happy New Year. Yeah, volume's great. Okay, awesome. I'm going to get rid of these then. Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? Happy New Year. So I do have I have this set up a little bit different. I did a technology thing. I was able to figure out how to use my phone as a separate camera here with the computer. So I can see your comments a little bit better. I may just be looking at the computer more often. But yeah, we're here. You guys, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Oh, you guys. Oh, you make me so happy. I know. So last time here, those who were here at the Christmas Hangout, as well, had a lot of fun, you guys. I definitely had to do this as well, and I do want to start making these a weekly thing. So last time I did do questions, and I do want to do questions again here today. We'll get to that in a minute, but I was going down and trying to keep up with what had already been posted as far as a comment. And then I noticed that I got super far behind. And so I didn't see the people that actually popped in actively. So, hello, Shake and Bake, Moni Love, Wild Lotus. Hello, hello, you guys. Celtic Moon. Happy New Year, my friends. Girl Shift. Hello, Jamie. Dawn Phoenix. Hello, hello. Alita J. Amanda. How's it going? B. Heart Song Southern CJ. You guys, so many of you here. I love it. Jeffrey, Electra. Happy New Year's, you guys. It's kind of going back here to see the Diana. Alita. Girl Shift, if I didn't say that already. Yes, the multi-motivationalist. Happy New Year's, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And what was this about? I did I did make that thumbnail, yes, and I actually had a lot of fun making that. It cracked my ass up, that's for sure. Thank you, Don Phoenix. Thank you so much. Um Oh, thank you for being you too. I appreciate that. Yes, I've been having a lot of fun with editing and that sort of thing recently. Sometimes it may be overkill, but like, life sucks. Might as well have some fun, right? Oh no, your connection's poopy. Who's ready for 2025, you guys? Are you ready to leave this year behind? I know I am. For better or worse. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Just drinking my greenish tea. um so yeah, do you guys have any other plans here? Do you have anything for near, because this is 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, like I said, so it's pretty early. I don't think I've stayed up till midnight for a New Year's for a hot minute. It's been quite some time. You started with a bang, got a spiritual anarchy. Oh my gosh, are you okay? I don't mean to laugh. I mean, the joke was good. That was a good joke. To have some fun in 2025. I feel that, heart song. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Phoenixville. Hello, hello, you guys. Going with the flow. I like it. I like it. Laugh, please. Okay. I will. You know what? I started my life off with a bang. How about that? I had a pretty traumatic brain injury when I was 3. Spent a while in the hospital, and they didn't think I'd walk or talk. So I'll laugh it out. I'll laugh it out with you. Totally. You have to work tomorrow, shake and bake. Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess I don't know. I might work tomorrow too. We'll see. Maybe not super early, but thank you, Don Phoenix. So I did want to hang out for a second here, you guys, and chat it up, see how everybody's doing. I do want to do a little bit of a collective reading here as well to bring us into the new year as far as what to expect. And I was trying to figure out, do I want to do like a multi-pile so that you guys can use your intuition as well to decide, what your path is, or just keeping it all a collective, maybe doing one or two cards as a multi-pile. Um, we'll see. We'll see where the spirit takes us. Okay. But I did feel called to do um, a collective here. And then after that, I will take individual questions like I did last time. So there is not an expectation for payment in this scenario here. I will say though, it got to the point where if you wanted your question to be seen, that a super chat got my attention. Okay, super chat or super thanks just pops you up to the front. So I will be doing that again. And actually, I forgot to grab my notebook. Hold on. I'm sure I'll need that. So yeah, how's everybody's holidays? How are you finishing up the end of the year here? Sounds fun. Great. How sweet of you. You're welcome. Yeah. I don't know, you guys, when I do this live, it reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen that. I'm sure it's made the rounds. Whoever the original person is that did it, but many people remixed it where she's like putting makeup on and like kind of humming. What is it? I think it's a Justin Bieber song. Forget my peaches out in Georgia. Yeah. She's like, oh, my necklace. Thank you. It's Vivian Westwood. This is how I feel. This is how I feel doing the live. Oh, thank you. Oh, have we spiritual a lot of solar storm activity? That oh, thank you, Paula, with the tree. Thank you so much. Um, that would explain a lot with solar activity. I haven't really paid attention, but been a lot of weird stuff going on here for sure. Oh, Samara, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh man. Multi-motivationalist, will you get housing this coming year? When I get to that point of answering questions here, make sure to ask again so I can get that answered for you, okay? Massive CMES. Tia, I don't know. Thank you, multi-motivationalist. I decided to do it a little more straight, I guess. Do more of a blowout rather than wearing it my natural texture. Solar flares, yeah, yeah. Yash. Um I'm curious, you guys, what are your goals here for next year? Let's do like Jay. I am fortunate, okay? I am fortunate with the genes to have very very nice and thick hair. Yes, thank you. Um, ending a lot here, girl shift, totally. Finding yourself, your place and path. That's a lot to tackle, but it's like the only thing that's worth it, right? I'm curious, what is your number one goal here, you guys? And mm, I don't like New Year's resolutions, but that could just be because I've been terrible about them in the past. So, yeah, what is your number one resolution? What would you like to see changed within yourself? Ooh, here's a good one. What would you like to see changed within yourself? And what would you like to see changed within the collective this next year? That's what I'm curious about. Riding them waves. Yeah, Samara. Surf it up. Surfboard. New schedule and better balance, Heather. I can feel that too. There's some changes that will be coming for me here too with schedules and that sort of thing. Move to Hawaii, Don Phoenix. That's I'll head there with you. That's definitely a goal of mine at some point, even if it's just for a small period of time. I'd love to live in Hawaii, and so would my skin. I need to get out of the dry area that I live in right now. More faith in the universe. Yeah, I think that that's a really good one. I would like that as well. And I think the more that we all step into more faith in the universe, uh, that overflows everywhere, right? More faith in ourselves, more faith in each other. Yeah, that would be great. Reasons to have faith in each other too. Be able to be positive, balanced, Jay. Make sure to acknowledge your negative too. That's a great way to balance that. I know that's been a hard one for me in my life is recognizing that the shadow emotions are not meant to be pushed away. We're meant to feel them. We're meant to feel them. Abundance, freedom, and unity, Jamie. I love it. I love it. Training skill going to work on becoming a professional pistol instructor and executive protection agent. Shake and bake. Whoops. Maybe pistol competitions for fun. Hey, that's awesome. Um, I was pretty handy with a firearm when I was a Boy Scout. And axe throwing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It can be fun. Meeting our star families in the physical. Love that, Dawn. I love that. Yes, calling in star families. Yes, yes, yes. We can move to Hawaii together. Perfect, roomies. Yes, I'll have a yurt. I'll take a yurt in the front yard. See, did I miss anyone here? Abundance. Receiving housing. Your housing will give you total independence, but you are financially independent. What did I miss here? Oh, so total independence. Hell yeah. Calling in total independence. That sounds great. Healthy independence, right? Self-love, love one another, heart song. Yes, stay authentic and set better boundaries, Southern CJ, totally. Um, that is, I mean, what better way to be authentic than to learn how to and honor our own boundaries and boundaries of others. To thrive instead of survive, Amanda, totally. Yes. Yes, yes. Manifesting money or things or work. Oh, to not manifest, but a place of joy and letting your higher self pick. Paula. Okay. Love that. I feel like your higher self is also coming in saying, like, what is that? What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I love that. Collaboration, Heather. In what way? What are you wanting to collaborate on? I'm definitely looking into this next year here. I'd like to be open for more or, for the first time for collaboration. Not with everybody. I do want to be a little bit choosy with my energy, but I love the idea of being open to do collaborations with people that are in the same industry I am, in other areas as well. Just throwing that out there. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. That totally makes sense. Yeah, healthy independence. What I meant by that is like hyper independence can be a trauma response, but that's not what you're talking about at all. Thackeray, Samara, Thackeray Binks, Thackeray Binks. There you are. For me, okay. Hmm. World peace. I want world peace. So for me, for self and collective, what I would like to see for myself, I definitely agree with the boundaries thing. Okay. Getting better at setting boundaries and upholding those boundaries. As I'm learning more about myself, especially with this channel and what I can do and not do with my energy, I definitely need to be pretty good about boundaries to keep myself the battery as full as I can have. Okay. So expressing more self-love in that way. I also would like to be more open to expressing from my side to when I have shadow experiences or shadow emotions instead of trying to shut those down, allowing them to have some space just like the other emotions. I know most societies nowadays are not open to shadow experiences. And so that's pushed aside. And this brings a lot of issues forward for all of us. I would like to get a little bit better at surfing there too. Someone said that about surfing. Um, oh, let's see here. Goals to figure out if you're a medium. This is girl shift. What these experiences are leading you to. I love that. As long as, and I would like to you guys throwing that out here too, coming next year as far as goals go. I do want to launch a mentorship program. So I'm looking at the details of what that would look like, what it is I would be offering. I've had several requests from you guys to learn tarot, to learn how to tap into your own intuition, how it is that I channel symbols and that sort of thing. So that is definitely something that I will be throwing out there here next year. I do have surgery on the 21st of January on my left hip. I'll take all the good vibes, you guys, for healing. I'll definitely need it. I'll have to take a little bit of time off, but I want to wait until doing anything major until after I'm done with that. So, um, oh, where do we go here? You already collab great with Rare Gazelle and also any 13 Moons Andy. Spiritual Anarchy. Thank you. I haven't watched either of them for quite some time. I kind of took a break from other readers. As I think everybody does. We just kind of go in cycles. So I haven't seen any of their stuff recently, but I do like their vibe. We've never actually met, but or conversed in any way. But I do find that we do tend to have some similarities in energy, which makes sense because that's out there, right? The collective. The collective. Thank you, Jay. Get caught back up here. As far as the collective, thank you, Don, for the good vibes. Thank you for the good vibes, you guys. You're putting it on your calendar, Heather. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, candles for the day, 21st of January. I would appreciate any of that. It'll be the longest I will have gone under anesthesia, and I don't do well in anesthesia. So I'll take all the love and support, you guys, for sure. We all take breaks. Yes. I'm definitely due for one. Absolutely. Did I say candles, Don? I did. Yes. So just lighting a candle with the intention of support, healing. Okay, as shamanistically, I tend to light candles for people, especially when they do go into surgeries, as a way for them to be able to come back home. Um, there are beliefs that, well, the soul like can splinter off, for lack of a better description of that, when the soul doesn't feel completely safe to come back into this physical experience after something like anesthesia. There are pieces that can be splintered off, very similar to extreme trauma, because it is, I mean, you're basically, well, you're point 1 hertz away from death, how low they get you in sedation. So um, I usually light a candle for anyone when I'm wanting to send out support, love, comfort, healing, guidance, etc. It's just little candle magic, right? It's intention work. Thank you, multi. Speak life, yes. Clear boundaries, Mary. Absolutely. Doing more self-care. Same. More self-care here. The right kind of self-care. So that's something that I definitely want to look at more this year, is stepping away from the habits that have been and have become practices of numbing. So learning to sit with things that I would normally try, whether it's the phone, hopping on the phone, computer, putting something on TV, feeling like I need to talk to somebody, whatever, allowing myself more space to just experience whatever emotion or feeling I'm feeling at the time. That is something I'd really like to work on this next year. Absolutely. Oh, gosh, bladder cancer. Yeah, anesthesia. It's just I'm glad or I'm hoping everything's okay there. I had 2 kidney stone surgeries a couple years ago, and it's because I had my ureter is too small. It was too narrow, and it's not a stretchy, like the ureter's not stretchy. So they tried to go up into the kidney to grab it, and he inflated it a little bit, but he couldn't pull it. He almost blew the whole damn thing. So I almost had to go in for emergency surgery while I was in surgery already. And I remember coming back from that anesthesia and I was freaking out, like, what's going on? What's going on? So the soul, I know the soul knows. I don't, I don't have memories from any of that happening, but I know that I knew I was close. Something went wrong, but everything's good. Everything's good now. Oh Lord. Thank you for the candles, you guys. I really appreciate that. As far as the collective, what I want from the collective, what I'd like to see change in the collective. Um, I was talking to a friend recently, and this is what's coming up first, about how there's so much division, right? So much division, and nothing's ever going to be fully unified. There are too many different kinds of people, and I don't feel like full unification is the end goal. What I find a lot nowadays, because of many different reasons, there is this practice of, because somebody does or does not like something, there is this insistence towards creating an environment where others must also like participate in catering to that in some way. And what I mean by that is crossing the lines and boundaries of sovereignty. So if somebody doesn't like, I don't know, whatever. Just as an easy example, doesn't like broccoli, okay? And so they want to outlaw broccoli for everybody. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. It's okay, and like I said, we're always going to have differences of opinion and belief and feeling. It's okay to have those differences. It's not really always okay to share them. Especially if it's crossing the line of taking away the sovereignty of another individual. So, what I would like to see more collectively, not just this next year, but as we're going through the age of Aquarius here too, the rest of my life, I would like to see people become a little bit more aware of where healthy boundaries are in that way. So, world peace, okay? It's one thing to have an opinion on something, it's quite another to demand the outcome of that opinion on other people. Okay, that's kind of what comes to mind for me for the collective. World peace, love and joy. Oh, is there? Hey, Ice Cry. Oh, Ice Cry with Steph. Saying hello to Witch and Scythe is in here too. Hey, Witch and Scythe and Ice Cry. So, yeah, I think I was actually, yeah, it was Witch and Scythe I was just talking to. So, hey. If you haven't already, Happy New Year, Witch and Scythe. If you haven't already, go check out Witch and Scythe for sure. Her readings are fantastic. And Ice Cry with Steph too. She's also beautifully unique and wonderful. Both of these individuals are. She does more scrying. She'll make her own scrolls. She'll scry. She does a little tarot. She does a little communion with the spirits through an app. It's a lot of fun. Okay. We're having fun here. I encourage you guys to check them both out. Oh, Witch and Scythe, you little so and so. Thank you. Thank you. A yummy lunch. Oh my gosh. I love it. Thank you so much. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Love the diversity of life. How boring would life be if all birds were blue and all flowers red? Sit in observation and appreciation. Absolutely. Heart song. Yes, absolutely. Even that one flower that smells like rotting death when it when it blooms, right? It has its place, and it's okay to appreciate it from afar, right? Absolutely. I love the age of Aquarius and Shiva's truth energy exposing the truth to humanity. Maddie, same, same Z's, twinners. You get, yeah, which inside you're both in here at the same time. Oh, you guys, you little. Are you hearing an echo, Dawn? Is there an echo on here? No echo. Okay. Dawn, you're hearing an echo. Mm, are you listening on Bluetooth? It may be your own Bluetooth device. No. Maybe maybe your computer's I don't know, maybe. Trifecta. Yay! I was just saying Steph, I was just saying to Witch and Scythe too that we need to start a group chat. I think it's the first time I've actually communicated with you in a live fashion, but yeah. Hey, here we are, live chat. Hey, we did it. Everything okay, good, you guys. Thank you. Sounds like Dawn. I appreciate it saying something about the echo. It sounds like it's on your side. You had to close a streaming tab. I did have some issues getting this going to start, so maybe there was something on my side here. Candle prayers, motivationalist. I love that. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. Collective, yes, collective tarot. Yeah, we got the collective tarot readers here. I love this. I love this, you guys. Anybody have a beverage with them? This is just green tea, like I said. Green tea infused with my hopes and dreams. I whispered my hopes and dreams into the tea bags. Martin, hello. Hey, good to see you. Hello, hello. Happy New Year's, you guys. New Year's Eve. Yeah. Water, yes. Heather, God, is that your beverage? I don't know what you're responding to there. Readers gravitate towards greeters. I mean, like attracts like, right? The algorithm certainly does. It certainly does. Coffee like always. Yes, yes. Glass of wine. Now water for the rest of the night. You turned wine into water. I love it. Solar storms for tech issues. That's a good point. That's a good point, Mitzi. Absolutely. Silly goose. You silly buns. Ooh, limoncello La Croix. Yum. Infused with bubbles for the best burps. That sounds great, Don. An old fashioned Southern CJ. Yum. Yeehaw. Well, butter my biscuits. Coffee for the win. Hot chocolate. That sounds great too. Chocolate moon brew. What is that? Is that a coffee? Eating pomegranate. Oh, I haven't had pomegranate in forever. A crunchy drink. Yeah, eating your drink. I love it. I didn't read the above message with the typo. No. Like I said, I'm trying last time I was really being a stickler on trying to keep up with every message and it made it difficult for me to see what was going on underneath. So if I missed a part, I'm sorry. Best to put as much as you can in one message at a time, you guys, so I can see it. 15-second shorts that impacts everyone. Hmm, hmm. Okay, you know what, you guys, I want to get into the collective reading here. And if you would, my friends, please like the live while you're here. If you're here, please like the live. Appreciate it. Glass of champagne, multi-motivationalist, love it. You could just do this for all day content and probably make a lot reacting to content. Okay, so there are a lot of I've kind of branched outside of readers here on YouTube and I've been watching more just like weirdos that make funny content and it's really pushing me into the space of like I enjoy the editing, I like being creative that way. I enjoy cracking a joke or two, So there might be something here next year too where I kind of diversify or do something a little bit different. It would be a new channel. So I would still continue this, but maybe, yeah, I might react to content. That could be fun. Finding the right kind of content to react to. Yay cards. Yes, we'll get into this. Um, the glass of champagne. Yes, that was my favorite part of the thumbnail, you guys. It came stock. It had that like the glasses on there. And then I had that picture that I took from an old thumbnail and I like put it in my hand. It was so much fun. It made me laugh so much. The clinking, like some guy with like a fist, like made me laugh. We had fun. We had a good time. Music. Jay, are you talking about wanting to hear music? Are you talking about reacting to music? Different forms of content are great. Yes, I'm all about. I mean, that Gemini sun and me too. I get bored. I like to have many plates spinning in the air and to have fun. Okay, to have fun with that. Let's do a reading. Let's do a reading here for the collective. Where do you want me to start? Spirit. Already on it. Already on it. Okay. Feeling there's two here for the collective. Let's see what message is coming through here. I do want to do a multiple pile. So I'll do the collective reading here. And then I'm going to do a 3 pile is what I'm feeling to pull a couple, 1 or 2 cards for each of those as a more specific thing to pay attention to for the next year. Okay. ASMR channeling. Ooh, ASMR makes me want to peel my own skin off, okay? um, Manually. It's some people really, really like it and it hits all the right spots in your brain. For me, it makes me want to run into oncoming traffic. So I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. You have a question in the collective, walking this otherworldly spiritual path. Is there a connection between being a divine conduit and teeth? That is an interesting question, my friend. And I'm curious why you're asking that. So my understanding with teeth in particular, it's maybe less connected to being a divine conduit and more because each so top and bottom can refer to the father side, the mother side, and then depending on the left or the right of the mouth can be the grandpa or the grandma. Okay. I believe top is in reference to the father, bottom is in reference to the mother, right side would be the grandfather, left side would be the grandmother. And then depending on how far back a tooth goes, this is also potentially referring to how far back in your lineage there is a person or a problem that needs to be addressed. Um, so if you have tooth problems, it can be understood this way. I'm not saying this is an exact science, but um, our teeth can represent like lineage issues. Okay. So if there's more issues on the bottom, there might be more issues with the mother, father on the top. Like I said, right for grandfather, left for grandmother on father and mother side. Hope that was helpful. You're welcome, Heather. I love you too. Lucille Ball and fillings. Oh, okay, yeah, I think that was a little bit different. I think that she was probably, um, secretly a little bit of a double agent herself and trying to, get herself into a favorable position by pretending that she was receiving messages through her fillings. That's just my personal feeling on it, okay? That's how I feel. Hello from Sweden, Ingela, hello, hello. Haven't looked into teeth, but I'm getting some things in that I think for sure hair. Interesting, Paula. Yeah, feel free to let me know more there. Okay, let me get started here on the collective reading. So for the collective for 2025, Spirit, what messages? What messages? What messages does the collective need at this time? Ooh, waterproof. And I do feel like there's one more. That's like 14. Not the top? No, try again. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, hit the like button. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Territory. Okay. Exposed here on the bottom too. I do feel like this is maybe less just next year. Looking at the being in Aquarius here now, exposed is something that we're going to be experiencing for quite some time. Um, Everything will be held accountable to being exposed, okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way. This is just like I'm like the earth is being tilled, okay? So whatever is underneath it is now its turn to be up top. So waterproof here. Move this over just a skosh. I even got a bigger desk here, you guys, and I feel like I just need like 2 desks. Or just a setup that works for me. I keep trying all these new things. Okay, waterproof. And then territory. So when waterproof comes through here, we're talking about emotional safeguarding. We were talking a lot about boundaries and goals and things here for next year too. So I'd love to see this coming out. I feel like this is confirmation. This is a great idea, you guys. Waterproof is not that we're ignoring emotions or shoving them aside. This is more in reference to when we are engaging with another person, recognizing how and practicing not pulling their energy or them pulling your energy, okay? Especially when you're dealing with someone like if you are a counselor, if you're speaking with somebody in an intense way, if they're going through something that's difficult, we do not want to jump onto the roller coaster with somebody, the roller coaster of emotions. We want to be there with them if we can be, okay? That's a part of good boundaries too, recognizing if you're even up for it. Um, but realizing that you don't need to get on the roller coaster with them, okay? You can stand by the side and listen to them scream as they're taking their ups and downs and still be just as helpful. So territory coming through here too. I feel like there's something in the book that is standing out about this. When this card comes through, I usually notice there's this point in the center, and then the two beams that are coming off of that, coming from a singularity, is what's standing out to me here. It also kind of looks like the light beginning to break through, right? Like it's just about to spread on both sides in a full circle here. Maintaining territory or capturing territory. Okay. Crows are very territorial. They have distinct groups and they will not hang out too long on a block that is not theirs. Territory indicates that someone may be entering your space uninvited or that you may be the one who is the intruder. This card may also ask if you are protecting something out of concern that someone may be trying to step on your toes or take over something you cherish. When territory appears in a reading, you may need to consider what boundaries are in place or if they are needed. Hey, would the situation benefit from establishing some ground rules? Territory may also appear if you need to carve out some space for yourself, whether that be within your home or in the form of time to be alone. You may need to define an area that is solely yours and yours alone. I love actually, we were talking so much about boundaries. So this seems to be a big one, okay, for 2025. My desk. To try and catch up on some of these. Waterproofing your soul and drawing boundaries, heart song, yes. Never enough desk space, girl shit. It's just like you find more. I'm getting better at not having all of my decks out at the same time. And I use selenite here. I mean, technically it's gypsum, but to cleanse my decks. So I've just got like 50 pieces of selenite everywhere. Hollywood is cray cray. Yeah, I mean, so much cray out there. Okay, let's move forward here. You do want an archetype. So if I can pick this up here too. Collective energy here. What's going on? Ooh, that was interesting how that landed. Did you see? You did see it. Interesting. Okay, very solar plexus. Kairos. So we're talking about time. It's only a matter of time. Seeing through the illusion of time. Time after time. Time after time. Siren here too. Yeah. I'll sing you a song, you guys. I feel like there are a couple more here. What else do we have for the collective? And we'll get time. I'm wondering what that time is all about. The village. Okay. One more. Time after time. Which one? The one that flipped over. Okay. The mentor. I can't remember which reading I was talking about when this came through recently. And the bardo here at the bottom is standing out as well. So being in a liminal space, a transition space. Liminal spaces are used in a couple different ways nowadays. It's talked about more, especially on YouTube and social media, as this like the back rooms, the space in between the spaces here in like the matrix. Liminal space technically is really just like a transition space, a hallway, in an airport, a waiting area in a doctor's office. These are spaces that are never meant to be fully occupied all the time. They're set up to be transition. So we're talking about something transition. Yes, there are transitions that are beginning here. Kairos and the village. I feel like with both of these coming through, the eye to start off with, that was very interesting how that landed. That landed just like that. Um, Whenever the solar plexus comes through for me too, I get the message of burning through karma, this process of the phoenix rising from the root chakra up through the solar plexus chakra. So we're burning through karma. We're addressing how to feel confident, how to have a healthy ego, how to feel solid in who we are, okay, our identity. With the village coming through on top of that, um, this makes me feel like for some of you, or a lot of us, with these changes, Pluto and Aquarius, it may be time to leave the village. I think of that M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Village, where I hate to ruin it if you haven't seen it, but basically, anybody who's born in the village here, there's this story that there are these dangerous entities that are outside the village. If you ever leave, they will get you. Come to find out, they're the elders in the village or whatever. They're keeping people stuck in the village so that they don't connect with the outside world. They're in a place with less technology and that sort of thing. I feel like it's time to start looking outside of the village, to not put so much energy towards the fears that we have had up until this point. Fear is never going to fully go away, but it sure does have a tendency to tuck tail and run when we face it. Okay. And for some of you, some of us, there could be a move out of your town that you've been in for a while, your community, et cetera, et cetera. I like that. I like that energy. The mentor coming through here, Moana. I don't know where that came from here, but I am Moana. The mentor. So the mentor is, an individual, the teacher. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. The mentor, you could be the energy of the mentor, you could be the student that's now ready for the mentor. I think it's a little bit of both for all of us. Those of us that are in a place to be activated in a teaching sense, there's this energy coming through of knowledge towards the ability of siphoning or controlling the speed of the water or information that's coming to the student. Those of us that are more in a student energy, which I think we're always going to be a little bit of both. No one's fully the teacher or fully the student, especially throughout their life. I feel like the instruction, the information, the people, counselors, mentors, etc., that we require to take things to the next level for ourselves based on our goals will start to present themselves this next year, especially as we're making decisions to separate from what it is that we're used to, our home base. And this time with Kairos, I'm just getting, you'll see there's something about that eye. You'll see. Okay. I need some water. Hold on. Aguamente. Witches need water, right? Glug glug glug. I'm sure you can hear that on the mic here. We can all learn from each other. Yes, shake and bake. Yes, yes. Aloha. Melissa, hello. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Um, no one knows how far you'll go. I do like that song. Yes, the movie The Village was here in Pennsylvania. Oh, awesome. You're from the town where the phoenix does rise. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have no affinity to the phoenix, obviously. Teasing. Okay. Let's do some wild unknown animal. I'm feeling like what I'm hearing of these are connected but also not. Do you want me to start paths here? No, not yet. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So can we look at a general path here for 2025 for the collective? Any other information? The tiger. What's that song? The tiger comes at night with their voices soft as thunder, or is it loud as thunder? It'll tear your hope apart. Na 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 na. Les Miserables? The tiger, though. This is a lunar force. This is our power. Elephant here at the bottom. Obliteration through obstacles. That was falling out here too. Sea serpent. So the sacral chakra, as we're talking about energy rising from the root up to the solar plexus, creation seems to be a big one right now, this next year, as things are being dismantled through the age of Aquarius. Something needs to be created on the other side of that, right? I feel like we are being asked right now or reminded, no matter how we're feeling, to put that energy into creation in some way. This ensures that we're always on the right timeline. Interesting. But with the elephant, though, back to that here, obliteration of obstacles. Ganesha is what this is connected to. An auspiciousness that comes with this here too. I feel like the auspiciousness we're talking about is the energy that you possess in the shadow, in the dark. To not be afraid of what is in the dark. I've talked about this a bit here in this live too. Not be afraid of what's in the dark. It's you that's in the dark. And what's happening in your shadow can and should be assimilated so that you can utilize that power. Be a bad bitch, right? Genderless, of course. I love that though. It feels like this might be a little bit disruptive or upsetting for us, depending on how open we are to our own shadow and the shadows of others. I'm feeling like that's interesting. Like we have a shadow to take care of situations when other people use their shadow. It doesn't have to be every single time, but sometimes, some whoever was that mentioned Moana. I love that example of like Tefiti, her losing her heart. She's the shadow form of that lava monster is the shadow form of Tefiti because she lost her heart, right? That is still powerful. She was still a bad bitch, right? That just needed to be reassimilated back into her being. That was at the core of herself. Like she grew from that core, right? That's such a great example too. Volcanic, the richness of minerals in volcanic soil too. Like, oh God, great job, Disney. You did it. Oh, Jillian, thank you so much. I'm trying to look at these too, you guys. So sorry if I'm missing. Oh, Clay Elam from Clay Elam, Washington. I love it. Can you tell I'm from Washington too, since I pronounced it correctly? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Dancing with Shiva, love it. Tiger, tiger, burning bright. Wise men and women need water. Yes, yes, they do. Okay, let's keep going here. So just one more here on the path. On the path, the beaver. Okay, hard work ahead. That's an interesting sign. I'm like construction is what I'm getting. There's this company around here, bacon concrete, and I've seen like when there's new concrete poured or whatever, they put up a standee that says bacon. If you like bacon, maybe bacon is something that needs to. I don't know why that is popping through here. I don't normally get construction with this, but the beaver. So the beaver is a personality or energy that they may not start something all the time, but as soon as they're roped into it or they've gotten going, they're going to put their whole ass into it. They're going to finish this up. Okay. So I feel like you're not starting something here. Well, you are. Like it's a portion of yourself, your power here in the dark. That's what's initiating a process. You're being asked to get ready to finish that too. Be the starter and the finisher. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. What else here, please, for the collective? Block. Okay, what's blocking these paths right now? The lion. Interesting. Golden egg here at the bottom too. So heart chakra. The unstruck sound is something that comes through with the golden egg. What is your heart song? No better time like the present than to figure out what is your signature? What is your song? This is coming from the heart, getting in touch with the space. Okay. Lion, though, coming out as a block. This is an energy of knowing when to rest and knowing when to move. Getting wires crossed is something I'm getting here, especially because the beaver's coming in, that energy of maybe not being the person who's starting something. They're also very supportive towards family. So there could be a need for some of you to check in with that, chosen or born into. Um, but stop or go with the lion here. It feels like there's a push that's been needed up till now to get you out of the nest, so to speak, so that you can fall, so that you can fly. There might even be this awareness that, like, well, I need to fall before I can fly. This is how we learn to fly. And so there's been an avoidance towards that because it's scary. It's scary to plummet towards the earth, right? Um, so there may be more waiting happening rather than going to. I feel like you're either in one camp, you're going or you're not going. And there's a need to flow better. Somebody mentioned that with a goal too. Oh, spiritual anarchy. Glowed up. Your heart glowed up. Okay. A Sigma female. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really sure what that is. Like, mm, what it reminds me of though is not something I want to chat about, to be honest. So, anything else here block wise? It's in the heart. It's in the heart. I feel like some of you are getting this message of what your heart song is, what your signature is, and you may be ignoring it. There may be fear because this means something needs to change. Maybe you're recognizing that what your signature is not anywhere near where you are right now, and so you have no idea how to even get to that point. The starting point is validating that. We have to validate where we are before we can figure out what the plan is to get to where we want to go. Dragonfly here too. I feel like there is the mind. The mind is coming through here and producing some difficulty. The way that dragonfly's wings shimmer here, that kind of iridescence in the light, is what I'm thinking of. The mind may be racing in such a way that it's taking you down tracks that are not beneficial for you or anyone. Anxiety, is real. So are tools to handle anxiety, right? So it feels like anxiety actually is one of the main blocks. Maybe this is why it's making it difficult for you to move. You're stuck in a rest mode because you're constantly burnt out. Okay. Okay. Do an outcome towards that, and then I'll pull some tarot here. Two, the spider and bat. The bat spider, the spider bat. Oh, Spider-Man and Batman. I love it. So the web we weave, the choices that we make contributing to the life that we live. There's a reminder that exactly that. Whatever we're putting into our lives, we have a tendency to get back. If you're looking around and finding this isn't the life you want to live, this isn't where you want to be, now is a great time to start looking at what can be changed based on your personal choices, belief systems to help you move towards what it is that you do want. With the bat coming through here, this is seeing in the dark or waiting for the dawn to break for the light to come through to be able to see. I'm brought back to Kairos here. Like, just wait, you'll see. You'll see. What's that song from Rent? Anyway, I feel like there are things. Oh, and there's the Luna here too, the moon with the tiger. So I really feel this activating energy coming up from the shadow, you guys, and those of us that have been ignoring the shadow for quite some time. It's time to become friends with the shadow. Don't clear the spot at the table for the shadow. Okay, sitting upright. Sigma here too. Lone wolf. Okay, is that what that means? Just um. Yeah, I'm assuming that's a part of. Oh, Lana, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stoic. Somebody asking about stoicism. Stoicism, that's an interesting topic. Only just discovered before my 50th that I'm Sigma Heyoka. Explains Tu Vida Loca, eh? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not quite sure what you guys are talking about there, but that's okay. The opposite of an alpha female. And that's kind of what I'm talking about is like even the terms alpha, beta, alpha, beta, theta, sigma, omega. Um, those are concepts that are not like they don't. It was pulled from that study of wolves, and since then we've discovered that wolves don't actually behave that way. So the term alpha, beta, any of that, it's not. As far as I'm concerned, it's a social construct. There's nothing. It's as real as anything else that we make real. Just another way to further divide ourselves. I feel personally, to be honest with you guys, but it's okay to address ourselves however we want. The alpha would technically be a weak loser. So yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that. Shake and bake. Yeah, none of that actually makes sense from a social standpoint. They're just further ways to divide people and create unrest and upset, and I'm not here for it. So there. The dragonfly, the owl are part of my totem. Cherokee, Blackfoot, Indian, and Irish and Norwegian. Love it. Love it, Multi. Love it. Okay, let's get into some tarot here. Which one do you want to do? Phantasma. Phantasma. Ooh, the Fool here at the bottom to start. We are starting a new journey here in the new year, you guys. Let's just get into this a little further. What can we expect here coming into this new year? Page of Cups. Little column A, little column B. I do feel like there is going to be a bit of overwhelm when it comes to emotion, especially as we're working to pull the things that we do want to manifest into this realm. What I'm getting is try again. Don't give up on the first try. Rarely do we succeed the first time. I mean, even birds, right, that are pushed out of the nest learning to fly. Well, not all of them actually make it. Not saying that that's, life or death here in this way. Don't give up on yourself if the first attempt doesn't stick, okay? There is a need to manage the emotions that are coming through with that too. There could be some new love for some of us coming into this year. I'm taking that if that's the case for you, you're learning how to love again, okay? The moon is what fell down here and 3 of cups at the bottom. So our fears, yeah, fear's been coming through here a lot. Collaboration with 3 of cups. Victory, celebrating with others. What else do we have here for next year? Strength. Ooh. Interesting too with the dragon imagery is we're just coming out of a dragon year. I love that this one is breathing fire. So we were developing the next set of dragons this year. Those that are born this year. I'm a dragon, metal dragon. I'm a metal dragon. Learning how to breathe fire now. I'm connecting that to like learning how to fly as well. Is that a bird? Oh no, it is a fish that's in the cup there. But there are a couple birds here next to the cup as well. So this inner fire, this strength that is now necessary, has been necessary, but moving into the realm of requirement as we're moving into next year, this is something that will need to be tapped into. Can you tell me more about that? My strength. Queen of Wands. I love that. Confidence. This came through in, was it Pisces? Pisces reading. Someone said I channeled Cher. What I do? It was she does whatever she wants. Sometimes Cher comes through. Whoa. Whoa. So Queen of Wands, she does whatever she wants. She doesn't listen to what it is that other people are saying. That's right or that's wrong. She's not just going in like a crazy person either. She is listening to her own direction. She understands what is best for her to decide on because she is not afraid of her own dark. She's not afraid of her own shadow. And this is a big part of the message that's been coming through here too. The bat is standing out again. Learning to see in both the dark and light. Okay. Yeah. In both the shadow and in the light. The 9 of Pentacles here too is standing out on the bottom. There is an opportunity this next year to start the process. I'm seeing this like escalator moving up, to start this process of a glow up, a polishing up your life, or starting to smooth down so that you can polish. Anything else here, please? 2 of Swords. It's decision time, you guys. Wherever it is that you've been feeling mass amounts of pressure, justice here too. We're talking about kind of a justice looking image here. Balance, fairness. What I'm feeling is, how do I describe that as an example? What I'm seeing are 2 forces. They're just showing up as a line, like lines moving against each other. Ultimately, these lines need to be able to move past each other, but they can't because they're equal and opposite forces. And they're only moving inches at a time, okay? This is a pressure that's been felt for a while, maybe since last time we were in the age of Aquarius, right? Oh, thank you, Higher Heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know how to heart those. Heart, thank you so much. Wood dragon, Ashley, love it, love it. I don't mean to be biased, but dragons are objectively the best, right? Kidding, I'm just kidding. We need all energies. We need all energies. So these forces, it feels like there's needing to be some movement on something, and there hasn't been for a while. Been constipated. We've been emotionally constipated, even. Yeah, all that stuff is now coming forward. Okay. What can we expect? What can we expect from adopting this energy? Six of Swords, a transition. There's that this little dragonfly or whatever this is here is speaking a star, a new start, you guys. But yeah, Six of Swords is a transition. There is something that needs to be left behind in order to make this transition, though. What needs to be left behind? Different question first. What are the two forces? Okay, what are the two forces here? Five of Pentacles to start, all right. What is the other force? And Seven of Wands. There's Justice again at the bottom. Love this. So Five of Pentacles and Seven of Wands as the two forces that are coming against each other. That's interesting. Okay. I can see why that's moving slowly. So Five of Pentacles. There's the owl here, first of all. We're looking at the mentor. So whoever is coming through, and I feel like for most of us, this is higher self knowledge, spiritual knowledge coming forward. Whatever's being downloaded, that power that's coming forward with the tiger, there may be some resistance, right? Or I feel like there is some resistance. There's some resistance to that knowledge coming forward. And your higher self here, just like with strength, is using a gentle hand to give you this message. They're there, but I do need you to learn. Shh, they're there. Get your shit together, right? They're there. So this is one of the forces where we're feeling our health difficulties, we're feeling our financial losses or difficulties, where we're feeling abandoned, where we're feeling left out. These little shards of glass that are stuck on the horizon of our skin, the edge of our skin. This is all the pieces from our lifetime of the windows that have been broken. Interesting. Spirit. Wow, gosh. Got a little deep real quick. These windows being potential futures, experiences that we're looking into, having those dashed. Oh my gosh, Spirit. Okay, good God. God, what a great example. We need to be able to heal from that. And there's a choice that's a part of removing the glass from the skin there. The body is doing its job to get it out of there, but sometimes I don't know, maybe some of them are in a little bit deeper and we need a little bit of exterior help to get to there. There's a choice that's involved with that though. We are our own key to the door that is standing in our way. With the Seven of Wands being the other force or choice, kind of digging our heels in, defending the past, defending who we are, who we were, because there is a level of comfort, familiarity. Okay, it's not comfortable, but familiarity to what it is. The devil we know is worse or is better than the angel we don't. Not true, but that's kind of the behavior I'm getting here. There's this nature of digging in and protecting the self and not wanting to change, and then also recognizing that things do hurt and you want to change something, but it's not so different of forces that, like I said, they're inching towards each other or away from each other. I feel like there's going to be something coming forward really hastening that process here in a second. Fire Rooster. Sorry, I was trying to Kim, oh, Kim's here. Hello, Kim. Hello, hello. Happy New Year. Okay. Oh, Kim. I hope that you feel better. I'm sorry. Yuck. Yeah, my hip is killing me right now too. I'm ready for surgery, ready to get that taken care of. So let's talk about we're getting close to the three paths. All right, all right. What else we want to go into here? What is in the shadow? Different deck. What is in the shadow, please? For the collective, what is in the shadow right now? Page of Cups. Hey, They kind of come through in reverse here. This is where I definitely take more of that emotional overwhelm. It feels like this is the shadow right now for most of us has been used as an overflow. Oh, can't deal with that. Just push that away. Just get that right on down. And we're at a point where we can't continue 611 here on my clock. 611 is my number for being on the right track. So yay, we're on the right track, you guys. Um, we're being asked to oh, interesting. I've never really noticed about this imagery. We're being asked to let something grow here, okay? So she's got lotuses. I think they're lotus anyway. They look like a lotus coming up here before blooming on her shirt. Lotuses tend to grow in shit water and dirty, gross water. They come forward and they're beautiful, they're fragrant. Whatever is going on in the shadow, whatever overwhelm you've been pushing into the shadow, that is intended to be used as fertilizer here to grow the next phase. Okay, anything else on that, please? The Fool. It's time to start. It's time to start, you guys, something new. To have faith in the process, even if you've had faith before and something didn't go as planned, even if you're in the deepest state of fear right now, to dig just a little bit deeper, include what it is you're feeling here. This is where waterproof is standing out to me again. Learning to become waterproof even to our own emotions. This isn't ignoring it or disvalidating that we're feeling a certain way. It's allowing ourselves to feel and flow so that it's not damaging us. I'm seeing like electricity when you're grounded. If you're grounded, electricity will go through you into the ground, right? If you're not, it's going to harm you. That's how I'm seeing the emotions right now. So you're being asked to take a leap of faith here. You're not alone in this process. We're all walking each other home, right? These are things that what I'm getting is like the leap in your stomach before going down a hill on a roller coaster. There's a little bit of fear and excitement attached to that process. You're being asked here to magnify the excitement. Okay. Where is there it is. There's that deck. Right. Why do you laugh so hard, Heather, with the Fool card? The lingo. I don't know. Are you guys being nice? Are you being kind in here? Whoever I have here as moderators too. I don't see anything bad, but please, you guys, be respectful. If there are disagreements, not today. It's okay to have healthy conversations, but just um, don't push it. Okay. Everyone's being kind. Good. Okay. Okay. Just checking in. Thank you. Thank you. So, with the shadow here, any advice here on the shadow? What do we need to look at? Oh, not those. Not those. Peace. Peace and contentment are coming to you. World peace, you guys. It's what I wanted for 2025. So, being in the shadow, I think that's what's coming forward on that is that excitement fear of going over the hill, like I said. The excitement, like you know that really this is going to be a fun ride. At the end of the day, what's coming forward is exactly what you're looking for, peace. After all of the mayhem that Pluto is bringing to Aquarius, this power duo here, at the end of it all, peace is available. Um, Peace is available now, okay? In inner peace, inner peace. um, for whoever's really lost in this overwhelm of emotion, there's a need to remind the self here that blue skies already exist, okay? It's not dismissing whatever you may be feeling right now, but I am getting that like when we get scared enough, when fear gets triggered, when anxiety, panic disorders get triggered to a degree, um, they can be very difficult to come down from. So it's important to manage that process of mitigating that before we get to that point. And I'm speaking from very personal experience. I've had to go through a lot of intense shit in order to start losing fear's grip on me. And I'm not saying I'm a totally fearless person, but there are some situations where I don't know. I am not afraid of a lot of things. Um, my closet and the dark, sure, sure, but anything to do with other people, nope, nope, not anymore. Not anymore. And I think there's a healthy version of that. Okay, we're not wanting to go in and be apathetic to the way that we're participating in the grand design here. But fear does not need to be listened to. They're the backseat driver that doesn't really know where they're going. Okay. So let's look at what's in the light. What's in the light here for next year? Deep, deep stuff. Shake and bake. Touched on a couple deep aspects. I'm excited to go back here and watch this again. I don't always remember when things are being channeled through. It's fun for me to go back and watch too, is what I'm trying to say. What's in the light here for the collective for next year? Ooh, the star. Yeah, totally. The star. So this is this like I mean, fortune after difficulty. The way I look at this is the kiss, okay? The kiss on your boo-boos after the tower comes down. It's that mother energy coming forward and saying, they're there. It'll be all right. Kind of like this owl here, your higher self that's tending to your glass shard wounds. So what is in the light here with the star as well is maybe the need to as we're talking about creativity, the need to pull from the emotional realm, the waters that she's standing in here. She's taking water from here, pouring it back into the water, and then also onto the land. This symbolizes not only exploring and expressing the emotional realm from a grounded place, but also pulling from that emotional space and creating something in this physical realm as she's pouring that onto the land. Okay. Um, it can also be looked at as renewed hope, something coming back into the picture. I'm hearing to 5D here. Access, seeing a key again. Okay, a path. The Rainbow Road came through in a recent reading too. Access to the Rainbow Road here. All right. What else is in the light? Three of Pentacles here too. Collaboration is king. I feel like collaboration is a message that's been coming through here pretty strongly for quite some time. If you're considering collaborating with others, I feel like this would be a good time. Even if it's something that you may not expect would go together, all the better. All the better. I think that's the theme of the moment here. Counseling, though, for some of you, um, creating something bigger than like greater than the sum of what was that? Sum. How's that go? Greater than the sum of their parts? Yeah, that makes sense, right? That makes sense, right, guys? Popcorn. Sophia, you love that star card. I love this deck. Oh, magician here at the bottom. This is the second tarot deck I got when I started this channel. It's the first queer inclusive deck that I've been able to find. And the artist also is not only queer inclusive, but is also uh what is that word? Like disability friendly as well, able, not ableist friendly. I don't know how you put that. Inclusive. It's an inclusive deck. Okay. Love it. And the artwork, it's very colorful. I love my colors. Magician here at the bottom, too. We're being reminded that we already have everything that we need to manifest and bring forward what it is that we desire. The only component that's missing here with the magician is putting this into action. And this requires a great deal of energy, which may be something that a lot of us are lacking right now, especially if you are in a position where you're being pulled to whatever the loudest voice is right now. I'm not saying to ignore, current political climates or what's going on in the countries that you live in. What is coming to mind, though, is becoming aware that that is very intentional to pull our attention in that way to drain us so that we don't have the energy to manifest something new. So be cautious about your energy, okay? Pull one here. You do want one more in the light. Get ready to work. Make it work. 10 of Swords here too. This is in the light. We're being cracked open, you guys. What I'm hearing is it's going to be a rough year, but it's been rougher. Um, it's gonna be a rough year, but you're tougher. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And not in the realm of like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of thing. Because what doesn't kill you causes trauma, right? And then you do need to see a counselor to get this figured out. I feel like actually for some of us here, that is that is a process that you are looking into starting or may start. Maybe you've been looking into counselors for quite some time and you're afraid to take that leap. This is why this has been in the shadow. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. What lies ahead of you here is maybe feeling that intense pain again, because we do have to go through it, pushing ourselves through the eye of the needle. But once we get through it, we don't feel it the same way that we did before, especially if it's like a qualified trauma, right? Or trauma disorder. We're rewriting our own history presently. Presently. I love that. Love that. Love that. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. There is a lot of work to do. Yes, I agree. Favorite color was the other day. All of them. Yes. Mine are orange and green, but I do love all of them. I am colorblind as well. I'm a strong protein, so red green deficiency. The way that I pick up colors, it makes it really difficult to know what any of the colors are, except for blue. Blue is very, very clear to me. But if somebody points out what a color is, my mind then fills it in. It's a very interesting process. This is why I like really bright colors too, because it's a lot easier for me to see. Yish. Okay, let's do. Do you want to do this deck? Should we do a new? Oh, this one here. There it is. Okay, we're gonna do the Black Seed. Black Seed Tarot. I want to ask. I didn't pull one of these. You're right. For the light, light bright, light bright. Do you guys remember the old school light bright? Like the newer light bright here, I think they're LEDs, cool to the touch, right? I remember if you didn't burn off the pads of your fingers, were you even playing with a light bright, right? If it didn't have that, I am that old, Jay. Yes, I am. How old do you think I am? Definitely, definitely old enough to know what that heated plastic peg smells like, right? um, yeah, oh my gosh. I'm sure that the fumes from that and yeah, so many fires were started, I'm sure. I'm sure. Anyway, what's in the light here? Light bright, light bright. Overcoming obstacles, get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations. I love that coming through with the 10 of swords and the star and 3 of pentacles. There is encouragement here. This isn't going to be easy, but it sure as shit is going to be worth it. Choose your pain is something that's coming through on this here. All of life is painful. There's pain everywhere. There's difficulty everywhere. Getting good about choosing what pain it is that you want to experience with the foresight on where that may take you, at least generally what direction that might push you into. This I'm seeing like a reverse funnel coming from being clogged here, kind of that territory here too. It's opening up into a funnel. Ah, both directions here. We're at the singularity, the enter and the exit point. We could go either direction here. Let's move forward though. Let's move forward. And on that, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Paper, heated surface, a push. I know exactly. Was it paper? It was paper. That's right. They had it was like a metal screen or whatever, and then you put the paper over the top of it. Yes, yeah. It was a fire hazard waiting to happen. And I know I wasn't the only person to like chew on those plastic pieces too, because it smelled good, that heated plastic. I'm sure, it's probably killed my ability to have children at all, but that's fine. That's fine. But it was pretty. Exactly, Jay. It was so pretty. I'm pretty sure I had it on some nights too as like a night light. So yeah, lucky things didn't burn down. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna do 3 pile here. Pile 1, 2, and 3 to get a little bit more specific on what is going on for you. Okay, so feel free to choose pile 1, 2, or 3. Do you want me to add stones to it? No. Okay. Colors. All right, we'll do colors. Okay, so pile one, I'm getting purple. Pile one's going to be a nice purple. Pile two here, orange. All right, and then pile three, green. Love it. Purple, orange, green. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with purple. Pile purple. Um, how do you want me to look at this? General energy here. Okay. General. Yeah, general energy towards this for pile one. 10 of cups comes out here. Temperance here at the bottom. So pile one, temperance is alchemy. It's taking something and turning it into something else. This is also expressing the emotional realm from a grounded place. Peace, harmony, contentment, a new day dawning. With 10 of cups coming through here, all of these colors on here. So your connection to the divine, your community, love. I'm hearing perfect love. What is perfect love? Leaving it alone. Okay. Okay, perfect love is a love where we mind our own damn business, I guess. And not even that. What I'm getting is like just not trying to affect the energy of love. Love doesn't need anybody's help or hindrance. It's already perfect the way it is. Absolutely. Okay. I'm feeling like for some of you, there might be, since we've had the fool come through here and territory, pile one, for some of you, there may be some moving away from like a hometown or community that you're used to. The village that was coming through on that too. So pile one, I'm feeling this restlessness towards getting something moving or moving yourself. For some of you, this may be a surprise though. Yeah, with the whale coming up here, you weren't expecting this whale to come bursting out of the water, but it did. It's both terrifying and also leaves you in a state of awe and wonder. I love that actually. It feels like something coming forward. What is it? What is it that might be instigating that change? King of Cups, our own emotions, our ability to remain composed or in control, not in control of our emotions, but how we're responding to them or not. Interesting. The whale is a card of diving deep emotionally too. Moving to your true kingdom. Okay. As we were talking about the heart signature here, for pile one, you're stepping into or stepping away from, you're getting out of your way. And that heart signature is has been pulling in what it is that you require that matches your signature. But it feels like there's something that has been in the way. Your own emotional experience, your own expectation towards emotions and managing them. Silver or gold hair. Love it. Perfect love. Yes, I'll take perfect love too. Moving to a tiny island in the middle of a giant ocean sounds dangerous. Could be fun too. Who knows? Could be fun. Isn't living dangerous, right? Isn't living dangerous. So what I want to know for pile one here for next year, for 2025, is what is needed? What is needed for pile one this next year? Five of Wands. A little bit of healthy competition. I see this as improvement, getting better at something, using competition or sparring as a way to get better, to train, some training. Interesting. Some of you might have some connections to something going on military wise, is sort of what I'm feeling here. Um, but as far as what you need, okay. So anytime barrier, pressure, resistance, force, or of something like that comes forward, it is not always. Sometimes it is to help redirect us. We did have the elephant come through, obliterator of obstacles. Sometimes they're obliterating obstacles by providing an obstacle. What I'm getting from this is some obstacles are meant to redirect us and not be pushed through, and some are. Whoever is in pile one here, purple pile, there's an encouragement to not be afraid of getting your hands a little bit dirty. What I'm thinking of is you go to the gym or you exercise, this divine masculine principle of getting the heart rate up, breaking a sweat. Um, we get gross. We're sweaty meat sacks full of farts on a good day, right? You start working out and exercising and that sort of thing. Things get maybe uncomfortable for some of us who don't like to be dirty, right? And I don't mean that like a body in motion is a dirty body. There is, especially here in America, we are very much about scent. It's more a part of this culture than I think really anywhere else in the world. So my point on all of this is to not be afraid to get a little smelly, to get a little dirty. Okay, this is required in order to build some grit. It feels like pile one. There's some grit that's needed here. So what is blocked? What is blocked for pile one that needs to be released? The hangman. Getting the lead out. I like that it's a sloth too. Getting the lead out. So a delay, a perspective shift. With the 5 of wands and what's needed, I feel like that's exactly it. The perspective shift that's being requested for you guys is to not look at maybe it is physical activity, maybe there's exercise that's required here, but to not look at that as a bad thing because it's not a bad thing. It keeps the system healthy. But getting moving, since there was that topic towards possibly moving too. The block has been, maybe you are moving and there have been some restrictions, just legal things, technical things popping up. Ace of Cups here. What I'm getting from this is, you're being brought into interesting. You're being brought deep into your emotional experience. Back to the whale here with this. And that can be scary, being dunked underwater. This is a baptism of sorts. When you come back up, everything else that you were worried about in moving forward just doesn't seem as big of an issue. Maybe this dunking is happening a few times. This could be the honing of skills or training that you're going through. Okay. Let's pull an animal card and then we'll move on to pile two here as well. I used to love it, but the last surge of misogyny is real. For pile one here, pile purple, 11:33 in Japan. Oh, I love it, love it. I want to go visit Japan. That's definitely on my bucket list. Okay, for pile one here. Ooh, the eagle. Yeah, you guys, that baptism. Oh, I love this, love this, love this. So the eagle is kind of the masterful version of air and fire. This eagle is coming through here and grabbing the sun with its talons. So there's a message of don't be afraid. Grab this damn sun. Don't be afraid to grab that. You're being thrust into the fire of transformation to transform karma. And that was a message that was coming through here too. Don't be afraid, eagle child. Okay. Ooh, I love that. All the chills on that. Love it. All right. Let's move into pile two, you guys. If you chose pile two, color orange. Yeah, orange. Pile orange. What's going on here for pile orange? General here to start. What can we expect for 2025? You know what? Do I have? Being told to, I don't even have that deck out. Spirit. That's all right. So I can grab it. A mudra card. I'm being told to pull a mudra card here for the piles as well. So for pile one, and there was a card that was pulled here for pile two. I'll get to this here in a second. For pile one, mudra for pile one. This is going to be an energy to focus on, especially in meditation for next year. Oh. Friendship. Oh, the friendship mudra. I like you. I like you too. I'm going to read the back here. Friendship mudra fortifies heart, lungs, and kidneys. Good friendships make life pleasanter, more pleasant, more enjoyable, and longer. They are the spice of one's life. With this mudra, you not only do your friends good, but also yourself, because everything which you send out with it comes back to you, your own benefit. In your imagination, you send your friends and family a loving and cheering smile. Wait and see how the recipients return the gesture. May 1,000 hands carry you, 1,000 kisses touch you, 1,000 hearts reach out to you. Millions of stars shine upon you. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay. Thanks, Spirit. Love it. All right. So pile two, pile orange. Pile orange. Um, beauty of the landscape. Same, Heather. Oh gosh, same. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, trying to keep up, trying to keep up. I know I'm missing some people. We'll get into personal questions here in a second too. Those of you that have been here for a hot minute, I don't even know how long we've been going. About an hour and a half. I didn't do my timer. Um, you're welcome, Don. You're welcome. Absolutely. If you are here and you haven't liked the live, please like as well, you guys. It does help the algorithm, and I appreciate your help. All right. Pile purple or pile orange, pile two. Death is what fell out here before going back to the mudra. So as your general, um, there is a lot of transition that's happening here, but I'm feeling more of this depths of the underworld Pluto energy. This is Pluto, Scorpio with death. Especially here in this card. It's a deer that is giving up the ghost. The deer, to me, represents the divine feminine principle with a rose here as well. I'm leaning more into that as well. Some sort of massive redirection here being a massive form of protection too, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like there is a lot that's being sacrificed, and there is, but there's a lot that's being gained here too. The little mushies here are standing out to me as well. So they're breaking down the organic matter here in the trunk, turning it back into nutrients for the soil. This feels like a slow process. It's either already begun, maybe you're Capricorn, maybe you've already been experiencing this Pluto energy for a minute. Um, or this process is starting. So I'm getting to, and this makes sense, this 20-year transit with the age of Aquarius, to get ready for the long haul. What else do you want me to say on that, please? Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior here, resiliency. Yeah, whatever this process is of mourning, of grieving, releasing, what I'm hearing is like the slow pull. That's a weird image, but I'm just learned to trust spirit here. What is coming through? Oh my god. So like your cat or dog eats a ribbon or a string. We don't just pull that out because it could really damage the animal's intestines and colon and that sort of thing. So it needs to be tended to slowly with a professional hand. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. You're literally going through shit. Yeah. You're literally going through shit. It hurts to pass through this here too. And the knee-jerk reaction or gut instinct may be to pull it out or to pull yourself away from a situation. But what I'm getting is to not do that. With the Nine of Wands, there's an encouragement that you're almost at the end of something, that what you've been building or going through is worth it. I do feel like there's a need to try something a little bit different, though. What is that? What needs to be done? What needs to be done differently here? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What an example. I know. Yeah, I told you. Spirit is it's a wonderful sense of humor. Yes, they do. Some of them are dirty birdies too, you guys. The spirit realm is muy interesante. Soulmate. The divine will provide you with love when you're ready. Ooh, okay. Okay. So for some of you, I feel like this slow pull is to do with a relationship. Denial, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions. Any sort of relationship to a person, relationship to a substance, relationship to a thought pattern, a belief system, a posse that's maybe not the best for you anymore. I'm getting this feeling of outgrowing. You're outgrowing, giving up the ghost. What has died here is the old you that was accepting and maybe even inviting of certain things that were not good for you, that did not help you move forward in your path. Um, while you were actively participating with it. So you can look at it like addiction. It could be full on addiction, which it's not very hard to get addicted to things. Anything that does produce dopamine very quickly switches the way that it's engaged initially into a deeper center in the brain, or becomes much more complicated in the way that dopamine's being engaged with. And this is where addiction is created. This feels like what's going on here. Almost like something needs to be separated rated away from, you go to separate away from it, but having withdrawals brings you right back. So there's that speed. I'm feeling like whatever this is, there's a need to go slower to wean yourself off. And for someone, this does feel like soulmate partner. Someone left, maybe somebody physically transitioned here. Either way, death is death, and there's a need to manage through that. Okay, to grieve, to allow yourself to process through that. I love that you guys are chatting. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so for pile two, pile orange here. And I didn't go through the colors either. Purple is going to be crown chakra for pile one. Pile two here with orange, you're looking at the sacral chakra. Green for pile three is going to be the heart. Cool. So we're talking about, yeah, this could be a parent, could be a mother with a deer imagery there being the sacral chakra. I'm getting this feeling of feeling like you can't create something new. Like you're just kind of circling the drain here, like a spider circling the drain. Interesting. Okay, so what does pile two need? What do they need this next year? Four of Wands. Um, this is not what this card means, but the imagery here, what's standing out is mirror work, doing mirror work. Kind of, I guess, kind of. Four of Wands is crossing a threshold. It's a major mile marker. Could be celebrating with kindred souls. Could be a wedding potentially. What I'm getting from this is that is an interesting energy. So, a couple different forms of mirror work here. Go with your gut, go with your higher self here too. Number one, looking at yourself, making eye contact with yourself, and working to manually reprogram or rewire your brain in this way. Okay. When we make eye contact with other people, it helps us to regulate our own nervous system and our own emotions. So, learning how to do that with ourselves, great. It's a great skill to have. May not be perfect about it at first, but trying, getting started in this process here. So rewiring the brain in that way. It is a slow process. That makes sense. That makes sense why it's a slow pull, because it is a slow process. It isn't something that just happens. EMDR work, especially with intense trauma through a professional, can be a lot quicker, but slow and steady. Okay, keep at it. The other portion of mirror work that's coming through here for whoever's lost somebody from this plane. What do you want me to say about that? What I'm hearing is I wanted to explain what was coming through, but I'm hearing be cautious. Okay, so whoever is doing okay, not to explain that, got it. If anybody is doing any portal work with a mirror, trying to contact somebody else, there is a message of being cautious here. This isn't helping to rewire. Okay, if that's you. Okay. What is blocked for pile two? What is blocked that needs to be released coming into 2025? The Queen of Cups. Interesting. Pile one had the King of Cups. And you have the Queen. So Queen of Cups here is your block. Um, I feel like for you guys in particular, I'm seeing a boil. This boil is containing your emotions. There has been this practice of either pushing the emotions away, protecting it. You don't feel safe to express them. You don't feel comfortable to feel them. There are many different reasons why we try to numb or avoid what it is we're feeling. This is what's blocked. This behavior of I'm seeing as a hand over a cup. Like, no, protecting what's in the cup and resisting anything from coming into the cup, anything leaving or coming into the cup. We were talking about stoicism earlier here. Stoic is something that's coming through. So there's a couple different kinds of stoicism. Waterproof, would be referring more towards the philosophical stoicism, which is essentially having healthy boundaries emotionally, knowing that it isn't our job to save other people. And in fact, we can't. Somebody needs to be ready to be assisted or taught how to save themselves. Stoicism philosophically talks about that practice. Um, to be stoic, though, doesn't necessarily mean that. Like there are a couple different meanings nowadays. Nowadays, it's more shutting off the emotions for the sake of safety, really shutting down the emotional experience so that you can feel the emotions later. But typically, we don't go to that next place where we're feeling the emotions later. That's what's coming through here is not the philosophical stoicism, but to stoically stow away your emotions for whatever reason. This needs to be unblocked. Animal card here for pile 2. Cool, cool. Thank you, Don. Needed messages from the divine, please and thank you. Anything to do with children's missions. Okay, yep, I'll get to personal questions here in a second, you guys. The dragon comes through for pile 2. Hey, this is the solar plexus chakra. We had that come through with Kairos. The eye here too, the dragon. The dragon. It feels like okay. The reason why the solar plexus sacral was coming through here is in orange. It could be connected to mother for some of you. It feels more like the grandmother, the divine mother. That energy of creation. Creation is always attached to destruction. Destruction is always attached to creation. Death and rebirth, they always happen congruently. You cannot have one without the other. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It must be transferred. So what I'm feeling right now is the disconnect here in the sacral chakra to that reality, to that principle. Whatever has ended must be worked through. It must be released because there is a rebirth. There is a creation that's on the other end of it. That is like I'm seeing like baby teeth, adult teeth coming in, but there's not room for the teeth to come in. So some people get like 2 rows of teeth, which is absolutely terrifying to me. I have a fear of tiny holes and things like that. But interesting imagery. Thank you, Spirit. You guys have to make room for the creation, which is letting go, accepting the void, accepting the negative space. In doing so, you're kicking your creativity back online so that that energy can start to move up to the solar plexus here. Feel more like yourself, feeling confident again, feeling right as rain. Um, Mudra for pile 2. What does pile 2 need mudra wise for next year? Not his fault. I don't know. Sounds about right. Yes. Yes. Spleen. The spleen mudra. Control. Why worry? Hakuna Matata. So the Hakuna Matata mudra strengthens the spleen and pancreas. Take good care and precautions. Taking good care and precautions is good, but too much worry is harmful. All of us at some time or other indulge in worrying and even pandering to our worries. Mark Twain recommended taking a broom and sweeping these habits out of the door and down the steps thoroughly, one step at a time. And if necessary, not just once, but several times, because they tend to find their way back in through the back door. What I'm seeing is somebody trying to use a leaf blower to do this, and it's actually blowing more into the home. Kind of back to this topic of slow, like the slow pull. If you do it too fast, you're getting a backdraft. Okay. So let's begin now. And then we can simply view things as they will be when they have righted themselves again. And that's that. Whatever we feel we have no control over, we can put into the hands of the universal wisdom and love, which are the ground of our lives. I am full of confidence, for in the end, the good prevails. Confidence, that's your solar plexus chakra here, too. Yellow. Love it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, pile 3, and then we'll get into some personal questions here. Anything that I missed here? I hope you guys are having a good time. I haven't been able to look at the comments too much as I'm might pick pile 2, Maddie. Can it be a soulmate who mirrors you as it is happening to me now? I mean, yes. I'm not quite sure. So where I'm coming from is every relationship that we come across, anybody that we interact with is instantly a mirror. Instantly. Everything is mirrored back to us. Not necessarily that they're mirroring back, but we don't really see other people naturally. We can, but we don't really see other people. We see ourselves reflected in other people. The things that we like or the things that we don't like in other people are things that we like or don't like about ourselves. So, yes, as far as a mirror, like I said, everything is a mirror to us. Okay. Pile 3. World peace, yes, world peace. World peace. Pile 3. What do we have going on for pile 3? General energy. You want that this may hurt? Okay. Okay. You guys get that this may hurt tarot. Almost. Hold up. I need another arm. Shiva, take the wheel. Oh my god. Shiva, take the wheel. I need more arms. All right. Pile 3. Pile 3. So the heart chakra, green. The color green. We can only meet others as deep as we meet ourselves. Baba Jolie. I don't think that she's the original on that, but yes, absolutely. That is something that's been around for quite some time, and that's the mirror principle as well. I like to look at it like language. We learn the language of energy, emotion, seeing through our own filters. When we start to see truth in that way, we can't explain that to somebody else. When we start to explain something that we've learned to somebody who's not there in that arena, we might as well be speaking a different language. So yes, we can only meet others as far as we've met ourselves, and we can only meet ourselves as much as we're willing. That can't be forced on us. That sounds like a not fun deck. It's one of my favorite decks. It's this may hurt, but it's this may hurt, this may help. Because there's a specific card to this deck that has both of those on there. It might hurt, it might help. We'll find out. For pile 3, general energy here to start. 4 of Swords. King of Pentacles here at the bottom too. So 4 of Swords here is rest, really. Relaxation. Licking of the wounds. It's healing the heart. I feel, especially with King of Pentacles here on the bottom, this is a little bit more of actually like relaxation, recharging. Charging, as the ram is on there too, but it's not charging. It's sitting there in relax. I feel like because we had that lion energy here, knowing when to hold them, when to fold them, when to go, when to stop, and the brain maybe making that difficult to know when to go and stop. It feels like this coming year, pile 3, you're getting an opportunity to take a break from something, to take a break from the heartbreak. Because these 3 of Swords that are on the wall here, this symbolizes loss, heartbreak, stormy emotions. A lot of the pictures on most of these decks, the individuals looking at the swords, they're having a hard time resting because they're focusing on the pain. The one sword here is the truth, Ace of Swords. It is impartial, but it symbolizes hanging on to, like, you're hanging up the heartache here, but you're hanging on to one sword to fight another day. You're not giving up on yourself. There's something about safe passage is what's coming through. For some of you, there may be a person coming through that is this King of Pentacles that's allowing you. That's interesting. The image that I'm getting here is like, so when somebody stands behind a pregnant woman and holds her belly up, that relief that I'm sure, must be absolutely incredible. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. There's been a lot of pressure. There's work that you've been putting into something. You've been doing the hard work of creating a human, maybe literally. And somebody's coming through, not like a knight in shining armor. This is a temporary reprieve, okay? But it's well deserved, and it's something that I feel there's gratitude for, an immense amount of gratitude. Anything else on that, please? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, being able to rest, you guys. Non-movement. Not that you're stopping your plans. Maybe it was in your plans to take a break. Maybe you're taking a vacation. It's okay to, what I'm seeing is like blocks on a calendar here, in a digital calendar, where you're moving the duties or the job down a couple days or a few days. So for some of you, I feel like you're ready. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles here at the bottom. Work, being burnt out, the passion you put towards your work. For some of you, I feel like you're recognizing you're at this point of getting close to burnout. Maybe you have gotten to burnout. Whoever this person is that the King of Pentacles is representing, I don't feel like this is somebody that you would expect. Either you don't know them yet, or you do know them, but you wouldn't expect the kind of relief to come forward from this person. Interesting. But to allow yourself to accept whatever this is, okay? You deserve a break. You deserve a damn break. And with it being the heart space here, I can see, especially if you're well guarded, if you are hyper independent, this offer or of assistance in some way, you may be too prideful to take it on the surface. We don't look a gift horse in the mouth, okay? No, maybe the eye, but not the mouth. Okay, so what is needed here for pile three? What is needed? A breather, yeah. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles here too. What is needed? A breather for sure. Um, some independence, some healthy independence, as we were talking about possibly being guarded here too. This is healthy independence and interdependence. So if you are someone in that place that is resistant to, like, what is that line in that song, Kelly Clarkson song? Never held my hand out and asked for something free. I got pride I can roll out from miles in front of me. It's something about, I don't know, being a powerful, badass boss bitch kind of woman. I can't remember the rest of it, but pride, having too much pride to allow assistance in some way to come through. So what's needed here is calm. It is a breather. Yeah, it is a break. You need a little bit of support, even financially. Your whole work just imploded, disintegrated around you, and disappeared completely. So happy is ahead. Maybe just going to be a minute. Oh, money love, I think is how you say that. World, not work. Okay. Yes, I was like, oh gosh. Well, yes, yes. Anything else on this here? No. What's blocked? What are we looking at that's blocked here for pile three? Goodness. Goodness. Do you want all? Yes. Okay. Okay. Five of Pentacles here again at the bottom. That came out in the general. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Emperor as what's blocked. What isn't blocked? My God. So the Emperor, this was a part of the ram here, the imagery on the King of Pentacles. This is Aries. Your personal power. Um, what I'm getting is, let me say that again. Power. The powerful knows that power flows. Okay. I what I'm feeling from this is like the powerful people, true power and understanding our true power is understanding that we are so very connected. And when there is a resistance towards receiving, we're also clogging up that ability to put energy forward. It's a wheel, it's the same motion. So we can't just stop one side of it. Just like our digestive tract, right? It all needs to flow at the same time in order to be healthy. So flow, presence, allowing things to catch up to the present moment. Okay. 10 of Cups here. As far as what's blocked, pile three, I feel like there is a need to do some meditating. Okay. However that looks to you. Could be walking meditation, could be sitting down, could be doing a guided meditation. What's coming through on this is a need to carve out some time, as we're talking about the schedule too. Put time on your calendar to connect with spirit. It doesn't even have to be with the intention to receive answers. This is not as much a test as it is like the price to play. Um, we are requested to connect to the divine and communicate in this way to grow our own extrasensory abilities, to connect the divine within ourselves to the divine outside of ourselves, so that the divine can bring what is divine together, what is meant to come together, to bring it together. What is that line? Dia reunisse qui s'aiment. God reunites or unites those he wishes or wants. Um, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. What is blocked is getting out of your way, giving something a rest. Maybe you have shut the heart down because of a heartbreak. When this opportunity comes forward to take a rest, take it, you guys, take it. With arms wide open. With arms wide open. Oh my God. Four of Pentacles as well on what's blocked. It does feel like there is an over clinging to what it is you believe to be security. And what I mean by that is not to gaslight. What it feels like is there isn't a feeling of security right now. But there's this practice of like telling yourself, no, 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 I am, this does provide security for me. So I need to hang on to it. But it's not actually providing security. Could be an addiction, something that you're numbing yourself out with. I feel like it's control too, though, with the Emperor. The Emperor knows that they must be connected to the Empress in order to utilize their power in a healthy way. And these dynamics exist within all of us. Reception, receiving, you guys. So the message for next year here is to get ready to receive. And this isn't going to be as easy of a process as it may sound like. Because what I'm seeing also is like the witch or whatever at the beginning of Beauty and the Beast, who comes with, looking the way she do, being turned away and then putting the beast under a spell, that sort of thing. Not that you're going to be put under spell, but there is a major blessing that is disguised as something else. And the lesson that you're being asked to focus on is to be open to receiving. It's just going to it's going to feel difficult to be open to receive. Okay. Pile three here. Animal card. Animal card. I did it just like Creed. Creed, yeah. With arms wide open. I don't know any of the other words right now, or any other Creed songs. Yeah, it was definitely a fun one to do at karaoke. So Gazelle and Sea Serpent come out for you, pile three. Sacral chakra, divine feminine. Okay, divine feminine principle, receiving again. My neighbors here, you guys. I don't know if you could hear that, but oh my goodness, they're so loud. Gazelle, though. Mm. Having a comfortable home, eating good food. Very Taurus energy is what I'm feeling. That comforting feeling, though, of the Divine Mother as well. Being comforted and being allowed to be healed in that way. Being open to receiving, you guys, is what's really coming through on that. Okay. Mudra. Where did I go? Where did we go? Oh, yeah, it was falling off. Thanks, Shiva. Mudra here for pile three. You want this one? Yes. Okay. Contemplation. I love it. Contemplation. The shit we go through internally isn't gentle from trauma. That's for real. We went through extremes. We know how to survive through extremes. Sometimes the healing can feel extreme, but it's necessary. And it, I mean, as far as the nervous system is concerned, it is extreme, especially because you have to allow yourself to go back fully to whatever it is that traumatized you, experience it again in a controlled and safe way to be able to pass through it. Yeah, yeah, it's not easy. Not easy at all. This is why I have a therapist and I highly recommend it. Oh my God, Zara, I would love to do karaoke in Japan. On my bucket list for sure, for sure, for sure. Anyone else wish they could clone him for a bestie? I'm sure. Oh my gosh, you guys. Maybe maybe I'll sell my likeness to AI at one point, or somebody will steal it so that you can download me on an app. Oh my gosh. Okay. Contemplation. Listen carefully is your mudra. Sky mudra. The Shunya mudra alleviates neck and ear problems of all kinds. In acute cases, maintain the mudra as long as is necessary. In chronic cases, perform it 4 times daily for about 10 minutes. That music has a healing effect. The music, some of these are written kind of weird. That music has a healing effect, has been best demonstrated with research using Mozart's compositions. Listen to your favorite CD or a piece from Mozart and unwind. Let your lower jaw hang loose. If this makes you salivate more, that just means that the relaxation process has succeeded well. In addition, the production of more feel good hormones is stimulated. Keep your thoughts from wandering too far. Let your attention dwell completely on the music. The music of the spheres shows me the goodness and perfection of the universe. So, what this is talking about here with the salivary production, what that's reminding me of is moving, as I was saying that with trauma, moving the nervous system into rest and digest, which has been your message here. The parasympathetic nervous system kicking in. If you are in a sympathetic, or do I have it backwards? I might have it backwards. Anyway, rest and digest. Okay, there's a need to slip into this mode, and it feels like you haven't been able to for quite some time, probably because of trauma. Yeah. So, love that, you guys. Thank you so much. Piles 1, 2, and 3, and general. Is there anything else? Starseed here. Okay, to close it off, one last oracle card here, and then I'll take personal questions, you guys. So for the collective, last piece here for next year. Next year, what's going on? Time for EMDR. Highly recommend it, you guys. I highly recommend it. You can kind of do it yourself, but at the same time, it's better to do it with a practitioner. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So especially for those who identify as like a star seed, we tend to have this energy of feeling like everything is running out. There is a need for speed on something. When this card comes through, the opposite of that is what is being reminded. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. The message of do one less thing has been coming through a lot, coming up to the close of the year. And it, I think, is counterintuitive. I'm going through that process myself. It does feel like I need to speed up. It feels like I need to do things faster. It feels like I need to do more. But what I'm finding, and maybe you're finding this too, is that as you cater to that voice, you're having a bad time. You're finding that it's giving the opposite. It's giving bashing your head into a wall. So yeah, very strongly this message of flow. Allow yourself this time to rest. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Yeah. Rome wasn't built in a day. But that but that carnival down the street was. Oh my god. Yeah, don't get on that ride. Oh my god, don't get on that ride. Oh, I hope that's not making anybody uncomfortable. There's a carnival around the corner. Just be cautious, I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Those fairs always made me nervous. Just yeah, putting everything together in one day. All right, let me get this cleaned up, you guys, and then I'll start taking personal questions here. I am doing no, there's no charge on questions. I will say though, last time I did this, it got busy. It's difficult for me to keep up. If you really want and or need me to answer a question or we start getting busy, super thanks. And whatever the other option is, gifts or something like that, that does pop up on my screen so I can see that. It's up to you. I will try to get to it as I have time. But like I said, if you need something answered, donation's the best way to go. What's the time? What's the time here for NDR EMDR? It stands for it's a, it's a big long word. Basically, it's like hemisync. It's bringing the two hemispheres of the brain into sync. So it's allowing you more control over a certain neural pathway to start building a new neural pathway over an old one that was traumatic. So things like PTSD or CPTSD, the whole body is responding as if that trauma is currently happening. And that's because that neural pathway is so ingrained. So EMDR is there to help rewrite the story. which is so interesting, I feel like, because we're not actually like to heal the trauma, what we're doing is essentially lying, fabricating another truth to put over the trauma so that we can handle that. It's not like a full lie, but at the same time, kind of. You're going back in time and you're rewriting what happened. You're adding what is it, like the protector, the nurturer, and the higher self that comes into the situation with a traumatic memory with a therapist. And you start rewriting it as if those people were there to help protect you, nurture you, and guide you through. See what I'm saying? So if you want, and I'm not a professional in that way, full disclaimer. Had a lot of therapy though, and it works. It works well. So this is something that you can start doing for yourself too. I don't encourage just like full on lying to yourself willy nilly. But at the same time, what I find in this life is that's what we're doing. We're fabricating what it is that we want in every way. Okay. All right. Just about ready here, you guys. You see the craziness that is me putting cards away. It's fun. We're having fun. Okay. Okay. Personal questions here. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Thank you, Judith. Thank you. Let's see. If you could, am I following spirit's guidance correctly on my new direction of supporting fellow starseeds? Anything I need to know about this new business path for Dawn? Okay. Yes. Is Dawn, let's see, is Dawn following spirit's guidance correctly here? Elephant, the obliterator of obstacles. I'm going to say yes. That auspiciousness towards this card is coming through. What else? What else do you want me to say on that? I think the flow will change. Did you guys see that? That was just like, I can't mimic that. I was standing there. Stress, cleanse and detoxify from unnecessary commitments. What I'm getting, what I was seeing was this scene in 30 Rock where Jack is mimicking his nanny in a major business meeting, like what do you call that? Where they go back and forth to find an agreement. Anyway, he adopts this personality of like, well, what are you gonna do? What do you want to do? Because the nanny was asking for a raise, saying that she needs to be paid more, and he's like, you're already paid enough, and the baby starts crying, and she's just sitting here eating an orange, like, well, what do you want to do? You want to pay me more? Or you want to go take care of the baby? What I'm getting from this is to step away from feeling like every move that you make is so critical to get you to whatever the outcome is. This has been coming through a lot too in messages that there is a greater mission, right? The soul wants to experience something, wants to grow. There are contracts that we have made that we can make while we're here as well. There is a grander design, and we also have free will. A part of what we're doing here is to choose. So this is coming through to not forget that, okay? To take the stress off your plate here a little bit. Yep, you're heading in the right direction. You're hearing messages correctly. A part of the message you're also being asked to receive right now is one from yourself. And that can look like, well, rest, right? Acceptance, accept past and current situations, work through issues gracefully. It does feel like there's going to be kind of a stop go as you're moving forward here for a second, and to be ready to flow with that. Okay. If something does become restricted or blocked, okay, to not take everything as a message is what's coming through. Sometimes there are stops and goes because universe divine is moving things into such a way that passage is now available. We don't see that until hindsight kicks in. But to just know that every push forward, every push backwards has a function, okay? Sometimes the function is for us to see that we need to become involved. Okay? That's what I'm getting on that. Do you want another card? No, yeah, I hope that was helpful, Don. Hope that was helpful. Let's see here. Jay, okay, Jay, I know you won't spy, and I won't. I don't do spying, okay, you guys. What this it means is looking into somebody's energy without um first going through your lens. So we can look at something like, what does this mean for me from my standpoint? I'm not looking into, is he cheating? Is she doing this, that, whatever. I just don't do it. I just don't do it. But sounds like spy camera keypad entry on door against the rules. I would absolutely be reporting that to whoever's enforcing those rules. Start taking notes is something that's coming to mind too. Paper trails are so important when we're dealing with legal stuff. Strange sounds, etc. Is he dangerous to you, Jay? Okay. Is he dangerous? What is coming to mind is in what way? Let's ask here for Jay. Is there anything that she? I'm assuming she. I'm sorry if I'm getting misgendering here. Um, anything that needs to be looked out for here in this situation? Okay. Otter here at the bottom. It's giving more fun, to bring a little bit more fun into the situation. Bee and moth are what comes through here. So the way I'm taking this is like, especially with that question, is there danger here? What came through my mind is like, there's danger everywhere. There's danger everywhere. A fork put into a light socket becomes very dangerous. On its own, a fork is not dangerous, right? Um, what I'm getting from this with the moth, there is a disillusionment. There is a focus on, like a bug zapper, a bright light that could be dangerous. So what I'm getting from that is what we focus on, we do pull that forward. The rabbit is standing out here too. What we're speaking fear wise has a tendency to bring that frequency around us. Now, this isn't to say that we're ignoring what it is we're afraid of. In this situation, with the bee coming through here too, leaning in on your community, onto your community, becoming more involved. This is where I'm feeling that whoever it is you're reporting these sorts of things to, make sure you're reporting it. It sounds like it's probably a lease issue, which is something that they can take care of. And there are laws surrounding security cameras and where they can be pointed and where they can't, especially if you're renting from somebody. So, what I would do is equip yourself with knowledge, take notes, and connect with those who can help you in that regard. This can also be like talk therapy, talking with your friends. If you are feeling like you're getting to a place where there is this anxiety surrounding the situation, try to let off some steam with somebody that can help you be logical about it too. It's difficult for me to extrapolate. Like I said, a fork placed in a socket is going to become dangerous. But why was the fork over in the light socket, right? Um, the way I'm seeing this is not as much like stay in your lanes, but kind of take notes, address this with the person, the company, or whatever that can take care of this. Anything else here for Jay? I feel like you're okay though. There is a need to be careful about that light, that fear, whatever the fear is. Don't stare into that. Don't stare into that light for too long. It's going to burn an image into your retinas, right? And that's now something you're seeing when you close your eyes. And this can be mistaken as possibly intuition. If it's something that the mind is constantly thinking about, then we can start to go, oh, well, that's my intuition too. Pay attention. Look out for signs from the divine. Acknowledge red flags. I don't know your situation fully. With this coming through here, though, I would say for both you and this other party, the red flag here already is that, I don't know, there are cameras that may be breaking laws or rules. Okay, lease. Approach it from that angle. Yeah, pay attention to what you can pay attention to. Okay. Grab one tarot card here on this. And then I'll do another question. What took you so long? Is that she? Okay, Jay, she. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Justice. I feel like, well, I mean, this can be legal stuff. What I'm getting is to take the proper steps, okay? Especially when it comes to stuff like this. It's really important to be pragmatic. Paper trails are important. If law enforcement or anything like that needs to be involved, notes. The amount of assault, just shit I've had to deal with from outside of myself, both in digital format and physical format. I'm pretty well versed, at least here in America, on what is needed to make something happen. And it starts with taking a level-headed approach, okay? Take the fair approach. There's nothing here that needs to happen. Like, you don't need to dirty your hands here. Even if this person is playing dirty, go to the authorities, go to the proper people who can take care of that can balance the scales for you, okay? Don't be afraid to 10 of wands there, releasing this burden. It is not your burden to personally take care of this, okay? Call on the people that can take care of it. Okay? Hope that was helpful, Jay. Let's see here. You don't want to be in fear and anxiety. You'll make friends with him. So that's up to you. Okay. That's up to you. I think that we do attract more flies with honey than we do vinegar. If you're feeling that that is a good way to move forward, go for it. There's nothing wrong with making friends. It could be better too to maybe have a discussion if you are feeling insecure at some point to talk in a neighborly way to somebody. But there is something here still that I'm feeling. Take notes, okay? Take notes of something, because if you do need to go take care of this in a legal way, you want evidence. You want things to back you up. Okie doke. Other questions here. Is there potential for a new meaningful friendship between yourself and someone you recently met a few weeks ago, Clayton? Okay, yeah, let's look at it from your angle here for Clayton. I want to look at the how is this energy showing up for Clayton with these two, the combination of these energies. Okay. Otter again here at the bottom. Make sure to have fun. Make sure to play. This is something, a good sign for relationship, I feel, is if the inner child is being activated between two people. If your inner child is activated by another or vice versa, this is a great sign for any kind of relationship. The whale and the snake here. So I feel like there is a caution towards diving too deep too quickly here. Is there potential? Well, with the whale coming through, I would say yes. The snake coming through, the message that I'm getting is the way that it begins is the way that it will end. So this is where this encouragement of like take time getting to know people for everyone, you guys. Falling into love is so 1800s, whatever. Like, we're leaving that behind. We're walking into love with our head held high and our eyes open. Having a torrid emotional situation with another person is not it's not a good relationship, so what I'm getting is just to pay attention to the way that you are feeling and behaving and what you're perceiving from this person too, especially in regards to speed. Let's see here. For Clayton, King of Wands and the Magician. Death here at the bottom too. It does feel like in order for this to be, I like to see King of Wands here for a relationship. This is somebody who is feeling cool and comfortable in who they are and how they're presenting themselves in the world. The Magician, same thing. They know their power. They know what's possible to create. They know what they bring to the table. With Death here at the bottom and Snake standing out here too. I mean, whale too, diving deep. This kind of feels like there is some karma that's residual from another time here. So there is a caution towards repeating a cycle. Once we've paid off karma with somebody, and karma is not an emotional thing, it's cause and effect. Once we paid off karma, if we stay in a situation that we're meant to move from, we're starting to accrue more karma. So that is something that I'm getting coming through here. So thirsty. Um, it feels like there's something that needs to be released, and it kind of feels like karma. This may be something, and take it as it comes. You'll feel, where are you feeling this? Where are you feeling this in your body? When you think about this connection, this can help us point to if there are connections there, where karma might be sitting too. It's not a bad thing to feel attracted to somebody, but if primarily we're feeling things in the root or sacral or solar plexus, that makes me feel a little bit nervous about a relationship. There could be some karmic issues there. Somebody's trying to pull energy from you, potentially knock you off your support in some way. Or are you feeling it more in the heart space, even throat, third eye, crown? Where are you feeling it? And what is it feeling like? What does it look like? What is the color of it as well? It feels like there's something karmically that needs to be tied up here. So if it doesn't last, don't be surprised. Seven of Pentacles, though. Giving it some time, being patient, okay? Just gonna say if it doesn't last, don't be surprised. But with this coming through here too, don't be surprised if it does. Okay. I don't think this is got it. Thank you. This isn't karma with this other person, but there's karma that you're working through. And if you go through, I kind of feel maybe there's a history of jumping into things very quickly, bonding over trauma, bonding over, aspects that are in the shadow that you're not ready to release. I know that story. Gosh, I've definitely been there. Um, Go slow. Okay, go slow. It does feel like there is promise here for swords. There's a need to remove whatever you've done in the past as far as approach relationships. Okay, be patient. There's no hurry. Okay, Clayton. I hope that was helpful. Let's see here. Yes, correct. You're working so hard through it. Getting rid of old friendship that was karmic. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Um, it just feels like something needs to be released. Um, like I said, a cycle with the snake there too. It feels like you're aware though. That's good. Good. Let's see here. I'm glad that was helpful, Clayton. What other questions do we have here? Scroll up. The way it begins is the way it will end. Can you explain that, Clayton? Just as a general principle with anything, because everything is circuitous, everything is a cycle. We're either cycling up or we're cycling down. One is not better or worse than the other, but we can look at that like in the spiral up. So we're repeating the same things over and over again. We're looking at a spiral from the top. It looks like a circle. So we may visit a point here where, say, when we started getting into relationships, we had a signature move. Maybe that is jumping into things too soon. So shit went down in this area. We learned some things. We didn't learn some things. Maybe there was some trauma. We start turning this around. We now see the spiral up or down. We're spiraling up. We're learning. We're growing. We come back to this place. If we were to look at this again here, it looks like it's the same spot of the trauma of jumping into things very quickly. It can look like we're revisiting the same cycle. This is why it's really important to go slow with things and to pay attention because we're constantly in our life revisiting the same damn things over and over again. We're either seeing new layers to things and moving through, ascending up, or we're going back and revisiting the same lesson. That's what I mean. So the way that something begins is the way that it's going to end. It's everything is a spiral, everything is a circle. It's gonna be relationships, jobs, like you start a new job and I don't know, your first couple of days you get this feeling of ick in some way. Guaranteed that job's gonna end in some way where you're not feeling good about it. That's what I mean. Um Darcy here. My question, if you were moved to address it. Oh, did I have